The life of a renowned DJ from Kidderminster is being celebrated in a new film which has its premiere in Birmingham tonight. Tony De Vit made his name at the Nightingale Club in the 1980s and went on to become one of the most influential DJs of his generation. But he died in 1998, aged 40, after contracting HIV. Our reporter Ben Sidwell is at the Midlands Arts Centre for us tonight, where the premiere of Don't Ever Stop is about to be shown.
Well, it's not long till the world premiere takes place. Now, Tony De Vit may not be the household name that someone like Fatboy Slim is, but among DJs old and new, he is revered for both his technical skill and also knowing exactly what tunes to put on that can get a crowd going. Now, I've been finding out more about the life of Tony De Vit. I must warn you that there are flashing images throughout my report.
He just loved music. That was always his first love anyway.
You know, the flawless mixing, you know, it's a real art form.
It's a mystical story about this legendary DJ who was about to become the #1 DJ in the world and then suddenly died.
In the 1990s, during the era of the superclubs, there were few bigger and more influential DJs than Birmingham-based Tony De Vit.
There have only been a handful of DJs in my life that I could walk through the door of a club, not know who was playing, hear the tunes that were being played, check out the vibe and know it was that DJ playing without actually looking up towards the decks. And that to me makes him a #1 DJ.
Tony, who was from Kidderminster, started DJing at a young age.
He had a mobile disco when he was at school with his best friend from school. But he was so enthusiastic about music and what he played that I think it was infectious to other people around him.
After he came out, Tony moved to Birmingham and began making his name in the gay club scene, before becoming one of the first openly gay DJs to cross over to the mainstream clubs, regularly headlining some of the biggest dance nights in the country, which were all based in the city.
I actually moved to Birmingham for that reason. There's the UK epicentre of dance music. You've got the best DJs coming here, you've got the best nightclubs, Tintin's, Gatecrasher, God's Kitchen, Sun Essential, all in one city. It was absolutely unbelievable.
Okay, and this is the main man, the main room. This is where it all happens.
Don't Ever Stop is the new film telling the story of Tony's life, not just as a DJ, but also as a music producer in his studio here at the Custard Factory in Birmingham.
Lots of DJs do talk about Tony and you know how his approach has influenced them, and that I think it's a great way the DJ's DJ, and how hopefully to be recognised and celebrated for the DJ that he was.
He didn't just bounce on the scene and become a DJ. He'd been a DJ in Birmingham for many years. He really refined his craft. He was a master of the craft.
On the verge of becoming the biggest DJ in the world, Tony contracted HIV and died in 1998 at the age of just 40.
When somebody dies, you just want everybody to remember them, don't you? So that, for me, is just the best. He would be a bit embarrassed by the attention, I know he would, because that's the way he was, but secretly he'd love it, he would love it.
Well, the world premiere will take place in a few moments. Now, it's part of something called the Dock and Roll Film Festival. It's a UK-wide film festival, and they were offered a chance to have this world premiere in London, but decided because Tony was born in Kidderminster and made his name here in Birmingham, it had to be here. Some of his family and other DJs here as well, but it is sold out tonight. However, if you do want a chance to see the film, it's on in a couple of weekends' time at the Mockingbird Cinema at the Custard Factory in Birmingham.
Ben